It's me, James. It's early in the morning because it gets really hot here in the Philadelphia area. It's like about 90, sometimes 100 degrees in late June and now early July. That's too much heat, and we got all these heat waves coming through here. It lasts for like 4 or 5 days at a time, 95 degrees, and it feels like 105 degrees. It is just really crazy, but we're just trying to survive. So I can only do things early in the morning and not even late afternoon, but pretty much like nighttime if it gets a little bit cooler. Because the problem with in the nighttime is that sometimes it's really hot. Some days it's really hot and humid, and then comes to like 8, 9 o'clock, and the humidity still lingers around, and it just feels like a steam pot outside, and it's really hard to even go out and do anything. But in the morning, it's a little bit better. Like today, it's cooler right now, but it's gonna heat up to 85 degrees again, hot and humid. But it's all good. I'd rather have warm weather than snowing, like in the winter time, because it's really hard to deal with snow and cold weather. But anyway, once again, I'm in front of the Cherry Hills Eagles Pro Shop, my favorite spot, right outside the Panera Bread. I can sit right here and do my show. I do shop at the Eagles Pro Shop, but I rarely buy anything from there because everything in there, it's overpriced. I see a lot of people lined up to buy the Eagles Kelly Green jacket last year. At least that's something special edition jacket. They're selling it for $400. I don't know who's got that kind of money, just to buy a jacket. Meanwhile, you can get some other Eagles jacket for maybe about $50 or $100. Right? I just don't like the idea that they're ripping the sports fan off by price gouging. Not that I have a problem with, it's capitalism, free economy. Of course, the Eagles Pro Shop or the Phillies New Era store, they can sell the merchandise for whatever price they want to. Supply and demand. We all know that if they sell a jacket for $400 and somebody's gonna buy it, good for them. But I just think that they find the ways, right? Like the Philadelphia Eagles, they find the ways to change things around and make you spend your money. Like the Eagles jersey, first, a long time ago, maybe in the 1970s, early 80s, it was Kelly Green. And then somehow it turned to midnight green, so they can sell different color of jersey. And then the fans that already has the Kelly Green don't have to buy the midnight green all over again because it looks good. And then a few years ago, maybe about 3 years ago, the Eagles came out with the blackout helmet and blackout jersey. The Eagles player will wear for selected games, and then a couple of years ago, finally they come back out with the Kelly Green once again, which is the color they already used. That just shows you how there's so many different colors that are attractive, and each team has a different color. Different color for the team, like the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. It's mainly blue, and the New York Giants, who they're blue, And the New York Jets is somewhat like the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, it's a greenish color, like a bright green. And what freaks me out is the Seattle Seahawks. They always got those fluorescent green or like stripes, you know, going down the player's pants or the, you know, across the jersey. It's really weird. They got all those kind of like a reflective fluorescent, I don't even know, it's yellow or greenish color. It's almost like the construction workers or the trash collectors, they wear those reflective vests. It's almost like that, right? They will have all of a sudden they will have a fluorescent yellowish green stripe over their jersey and down their pants. That's really weird because you don't see a lot of that in NFL, right? The Kansas City Chiefs, they're just mainly reddish and black color, and Las Vegas Golden Knight is mainly dark, like black color with some gold trim in it. So the Eagles had the blackout, and then they came back out with the Kelly Green, which was 1970-ish color that, you know, that they already used. There's only so many colors they can go through, and now they went through all the colors that they can use because some colors are associated with other teams, other NFL teams. So now they're back to Kelly Green, and you know, just trying to make the same jersey look different because it's different color. And then can you believe it or not, the an Eagles jersey, it's about 130 or like $150. And even a few years ago, before the pandemic, $150 was the like the kind of like a special, like a more real than the replica jersey that they sell. It's more like an on-field one, or like a throwback jersey. It's more like a special edition one. Sometime maybe if the team is in the Super Bowl, and then they will have a Super Bowl logo right here, and they were selling those for $150. But nowadays, $150 is just for a regular jersey. And I have noticed a lot of people, just start to buy them, like at the merchants, outside the stadium, on the streets or flea market, or even at the sports card shows. People will sell the counterfeit replica NFL jersey for anywhere about $35 to $55, which is worth it because they look just like the real ones, right? After all, you only wear that jersey to go to the game. You got your player's name on the back, and you got the numbers on the front and back, and the team logo on both shoulders, right? And also the numbers on both shoulders. So you just wearing the jersey to the game, to the tailgate, to the to the football parties. So whether it's real or not, it really doesn't make much difference. I just don't like the idea that those teams, they're making money by ripping off its fans. Because after all, the fans are the ones that support the team. They, people buy the tickets, go to the game, and people, donate to the whatever fundraising they're having for a cause, like the Eagles Autism Foundation, right? They even charge the fans $10 to go to see an open practice, and any other NFL team, the open practice is free, and there's a lot of it, like the New York Jets and New York Giants. They have a series, maybe like 8, 10, 12, 15 open practice in the preseason. But the Philadelphia Eagles, they used to have a lot open practice that you can go to, but then they start to do it inside the stadium. And for the past years, it just has to be just being 2 open practice you can go to. And in the past few years or a couple years, it's down to 1 now, just 1 open practice. And then they charge you $10 for the ticket, and the money goes to the Eagles Autism Foundation. But to me, it's like, like the Philadelphia Museum on Sunday, right? It's open to the public for free, but when you enter the museum, if you want to, you can donate. You can put whatever amount, $1, $50, $100, whatever you feel comfortable to donate. Put the money inside the donation box to help the museum's foundation. So the Eagles practice, they are forcing its fans to donate, and then when you want to get a jersey of your favorite player at the pro shop, then they rip you off again. So it's just a bad feeling, That's why I spent a lot of time to talk about this. And it's funny how, the jersey don't cost $150, or not even worth nowhere near $150, because once a player left the team, and then they put those jerseys, the same jersey, they're selling for $150 on the rack for clearance sale for $20. So it just doesn't add up. I'm sorry, it just doesn't add up. If they can sell a jersey for $20 because the player's no longer on the team, and they're not losing money, because these merchants, they're not dumb. It's just a big markup, right? I would say it's about maybe like an 80% markup. If they can sell a jersey for $20, and you can get the counterfeit jersey for about $35, $40, and the people that are selling those counterfeits, they still have to make money too. And actually, you can order any jersey on the internet from China. If you just order like about maybe 2 to 5 of it, you can get one for like $15, $20, really. I have bought jersey from China on the internet, and you can get it for about $15 to $20 each. So the more you order, the cheaper it gets. So I would say the Eagles Pro Shop, they probably paid about $10 for each one of the jersey, wherever from Vienna, China, wherever they order from, Pakistan, or Bangladesh, right? Those countries, they make all this textiles, outfits, and then they make it cheaply with child labor, and they're just like the Nike sneakers. And then the Eagles Pro Shop pays about $10 for each jersey, and then they mark it up 90%, selling for $150. And once a player left the team, and then they'll put on the clearance sale rack for $20 or $25 or $30, and it's just a rip-off either way. But anyways, let's get to some of the sports news. So last Thursday night, on the first of the Phillies fireworks night, it's unfortunate that Phillies star players Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber, they both got injured. And good thing it's just minor injuries, and it's not gonna be like last season with the with Reese Hoskins, right? He got injured and he was out like the whole season. And the team have those good players, and they pay for a lot of money for those players. And once they're injured, they can't play. And the Phillies has been winning a lots of games. So without some of the star players, and it's just going to be harder to have a better chance of winning games. And winning games is what it's all about in the pro sports. So unfortunately, there are a couple of really, really good Phillies players got injured, and the injury is going to be at least a couple weeks to a month. But the good thing is it's not like a long-term injury, so those players will return hopefully soon. and the Flyers had the NHL draft, and with the 13th overall pick in the first round, and the Flyers picked Jack Lachenko of the Ontario Hockey League as a center, his position center. So, I think it's a pretty good pick for the Flyers, because if they waited too long, and then they're gonna get the less desired players to pick from. So that's a good deal. And also the Philadelphia 76ers acquired Paul George through the free agency for a 4-year deal for $212 million maximum. And that's a lot of money for a player. But the Sixers do need some good players, because they have not been playing really good. And especially in the playoff games. They do make it to the playoff games. It's not a bad team, but it's just that they don't get too far in the playoffs. And hopefully with Paul George being here, they'll do better. So now let's move on to the events. On Thursday, June 27th, the Philadelphia Phillies had a first fireworks, which was presented by the Xfinity. I think it's called Xfinity Fireworks. And I don't know if the Xfinity truck, it's always outside the Phillies ballpark. Every time I go to the Phillies game, I have seen the Xfinity truck out there, but they rarely had anything good to give away. Usually just like a pair of sunglasses, or like I don't even know. It's like the stickers for the Xfinity remote. So if you don't have Comcast cable, the sticker is completely useless. But this time they had a lot of good stuff to give away, and there were a lot of fans there for the fireworks. It was a hot day. Like I said, it's hot every day. It was a hot and sweaty day. And what happened was after the game, and there was a long wait for the fireworks to start. And I think what happened was because of the high wind, and then they held off on the drone show, because they didn't tell you. You have to know, right, about this fireworks. They didn't tell you there's a drone show involved. They should make it clear and say drone show and fireworks. They just said fireworks, but there's actually a drone show before the fireworks. I didn't even know that. While I was waiting for the fireworks, somebody tell me that he goes, to the Phillies fireworks every year, and then there's a drone show. But that night, the drone show never happened. I think it's because it's high wind. The wind was blowing, and it was hot outside. But we waited for a long time, but eventually they did do the fireworks, and at the end of the firework, just because the way the wind is blowing, all the smoke was blown into the stadium. So watch my video, take a look at this. I have to say, it is the best fireworks show I have ever seen, and I'm not just saying that. I have been to Atlantic City, right, for the fireworks on the boardwalk there every Saturday night from Tropicana and July 4th, and I have seen many fireworks shows, and this one by far, it is the best fireworks show. The whole time there was a lot of fireworks in the sky exploding, and it kind of feels like it was a finale, the grand finale the whole time. The ones in Atlantic City is pretty good too, in front of the Tropicana. There was a lot of fireworks, but then most of the other fireworks, like the ones the traditional ones they do for July 4th, the different townships, right? They're very slow paced and it's just not very exciting. So watch my video. You see, now you know what I'm talking about. That was a good fireworks shows, right? It was a lot of fireworks and it was really loud. There were some, the lower ones and the mid ones, and then there were ones, the bigger ones, all the way up in the sky. One, they shoot the fireball up, like the higher ones, and you can see the fire from the ground and up. It's about 15 to 20 foot of fire just to get the ball all the way up high in the sky, and it's really loud and colorful, and it's just a wonderful experience. So now let me show you what I gathered from Xfinity. So I got this Xfinity clear stadium approved drawstring bag. Even though a lot of stadiums nowadays say no drawstring bag, no backpack. What difference does it make if you hold on to it or you wear on your back? I don't know, but it's a clear stadium bag. And they gave me this, supposedly a Despicable Me 4. It's a beach ball inside. It's a beach ball. I don't even feel like to open it right now. Everybody's giving away beach balls. There are so many beach balls, and let me see. Oh, yeah, it comes out. Xfinity branded baseball helmet. Xfinity koozie. Xfinity sunscreen. This is really nice. An Xfinity baseball bat keychain. If you buy something like this at the Philly store or a souvenir store shop, it would be at least $10, I would say, because those stores rip people off. But this is all came in the bag. And a thank you note from Xfinity. That's not it, there's more stuff. Xfinity bottle opener. And also this nice pair of Xfinity and Phillies branded sunglasses. It is the July 4th week. This year, July 4th falls on a Thursday. So I'm wearing my NBC Sports Philadelphia and NBC 10 July 4th American flag, patriotic sunglasses. Alright, so that was the Phillies fireworks #1 on Thursday night. And then also on Thursday night, after the Phillies game, I have been talking about this. There is a post-game party at the Sports and Social restaurant inside of the live casino, right behind the Citizens Bank Park where the Phillies plays. So after the fireworks, I went to the Sports Social for the post-game party on Thursday night. Every Thursday night, if there's a home game, Phillies home game, after the game, there is a post-game party at Sports and Social. And every Thursday night, when they have the party, they will feature a different alumni player of the Philadelphia Phillies. So this week, it was Gary Matthews. So I met Gary Matthews and took a picture with him, and then they give you a live casino phone ball when you approach the table to meet the alumni player. And they do, the good thing is if you don't have a picture printed out, they do have a stock photo card that the player will sign and give it to you for free. This is actually a card from the Philadelphia Phillies. And also I got this pictures I printed out for Gary Matthews to sign. And the Phillies mini helmet signed by Gary Matthews. So that was a good thing they do for, at the Sports and Social restaurant, and they do it for the fans for free. So after the game, you can go over there and meet the players and get some of the things signed. Then the next day, Friday, June 28th. First, there were a lot of events that day. Like right now, it's right before the July 4th Independence Day weekend, and there were just a lot going on. With both the National Hockey League draft and the baseball games, and also the NBA draft. NBA draft was a couple of days before the NHL draft, so all the things happens in 1 week. So there were a lot of events. On Friday, June 28th, first I went to the official Flyers draft party at Chicky and Pete's on Packer Avenue in Philadelphia, which is right in the stadium area. It was a great event. It was I never been to a Flyers draft party, and it was a lot more than I thought. You do have to sign up for this one online prior to the event, but when you get to the event, you have to check in at the front counter, and when you check in, they give you a name badge. So you put the name badge on, and then this way you can walk around, and they offer free drinks, like soft drinks, a lot of different kind of domestic and imported beers and wines. Beer and wine, it's all free, right? Drinks, and then they also set up a two sections of this two of the same items free buffet, and they had all the Chickies and Pete's favorite food there. You know, like the Chickies pizza, right? Pizza, pizza, and also because of Pete, so they call pizza, and also the Chicken and Pete's famous crab fries with the white cheese sauce, uh, buffalo boneless wings, and then they had the rolls and then the meat for a cheesesteak, and also the South Philly roast pork meat to make sandwiches. And in this case, I take advantage of the buffet, and so usually I ate a lot of cheesesteak and the pork meat with the white sauce on there without the rolls, because rolls is what fills you up. So I didn't make a sandwich. I just eat the meat and the crab rice and some pizza, and it was awesome. It was awesome food. And then the draft party was good. You know, they had an announcer talking about the current state of Philadelphia Flyers and the directions they want to go to in the upcoming season. And the Gritty, the Flyers mascot, was there, walking around taking picture with people and greeting the fans. And they had a table set up with all the prices on there. So if you buy the Flyers season tickets, which is a lot of money, a season ticket, thousands of dollars, and then you get to spin the wheel, and then you can win one of those great prizes. But also there's a free game, the one you drop the chip on the top and it falls down into a slot. I think it's called Slingo. I'm not sure. So anyway, that game you can play for free, and then you can win stuff. And also there's so much going on. I forgot to tell you. So when you register, right, at the front door, when you check in, not register, when you check in at the front door, they give you a name badge. You wear it, and then also they give you an autographed Flyers hockey puck. They give it right to you for free when you enter the draft party. And then for the Slingo game, I actually won a t-shirt. Usually I like the t-shirt, but for some reason they only had the medium size. It says because the Flyers color is orange, it says the new orange, and I think that's all they had left at the store. Whatever they couldn't sell, they give them out for free. So they only had the medium size, and the medium size is small. It's not even gonna fit, like maybe it will fit a 5-year-old kid. And so I don't want the t-shirt, so they give me this Gritty chia pet, which is really nice. Flyers Gritty chia pet. And then there's a folder. I never even open up. I don't know what's inside. Some Flyers information inside. Pretty neat. Flyers folder. So that was the Philadelphia Flyers draft party, and then after the draft party, I actually left the draft party a little bit earlier, and because I had to go to the live casino area. I want to see the Phillies Xfinity fireworks and drone show number 2. So on Thursday night they had the drone show number 1, and now it's Friday the next night, and they have the fireworks number 2. And also there was a Ultimate Fighting Champion event, meet and greet. The former heavyweight champion, UFC champion Kamaru Usman. I really want to meet him, and they have a meet and greet. It's for free at the FanDuel Sportsbook inside the live casino. You also have to sign up for this one, and I did online prior to the event. So, all right, let's talk about the UFC champion event first. It was interesting because I met my friend Will of God, the WIP Radio's caller, and he definitely is crazy. I met him out there, and you know, you have to check in. They have a table set up at the sports book. You have to check in with the sports book, and then they stamp your hand, so they know you're checking, and then you get in line, and then you get to meet the former heavyweight champion of the UFC, Kamaru Usman. You can take a picture with him. He was nice. He was really nice guy, very easygoing, and it wasn't all scary like what I thought, you know, because you think those martial arts dude, you know, they can fight in any style, and you think they're mean, and especially as a guy, you know, girls may be a little more friendly. A guy, you think he's mean, and he's out there to, you know, like Mike Tyson, out there to knock everybody out. But it wasn't like that. He was just like a normal guy, and I think he's Irish, you know. He's not even American. I think that made a big difference too, you know. He was Irish and actually from Ireland, and he was really nice. He just there, you know, for the party, just like all the people, all the fans that was there to meet him. He definitely did not have an attitude at all. And Will of God was there making videos of himself, and the champ thought it was funny, and he didn't get annoyed and trying to, you know, make Will of God leave. So when it was my turn, I went up there, I took a picture with him, and also there was a professional photographer taking pictures, and I didn't know what it was for. I thought maybe, you know, the most they just print it out for you at the end, but they printed it out, and they put in a really nice sleeve. I'll show you in a minute. I wanted to talk about Will of God. So when it was his turn, he went up there, and he had his donation bucket with him, because he asked people for money, you know, begging people for money. So he has a donation bucket. So he threw his bucket, and he threw his sunglasses, and then he was making a video with the other hand, holding the camera of himself, making a video of himself, and then he just keep on talking and jumping around in front of the champ. And I think at that point, the FanDuel Sports and the casino security start to get annoyed, so they keep on trying to pull him off, away from the champ. But every time they pulled him off, he went back, he jumped back in there. So back and forth, it happened about 5 times. It was really weird, but so the champ Usman was just standing there. You know, he thought it was funny. You know, he didn't care. He thought it was funny. But then there were other fans waiting in line to meet the champ. So it was a complete waste of time. And he, you know, Will of God can't just go up there and and acting like it's his stage, right? And take all the time he wanted to make a video. But anyways, that's what he did. Anyways, watch the video that I made of what Will of God was doing.
And then we get all this on.
Hey, I never took this picture. He never even stopped.
That's trash, huh?
And then
Pass it right to him.
wait, so who's doing the video? He is?
Yeah, he's in.
I only need one photo. So if you want him to do the photo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I only need one photo.
They print the picture out there for you. Yeah. So as you can see in this video, at one point, the guy that was holding the camera to make the video for Will of God actually stopped making the video, and the security asked him to leave, but he won't leave. And then the woman that was with the event got really annoyed, so she just felt like she had no choice, so she grabbed the camera, the phone from the guy that stopped making the video for Will of God, and just made the video. And so just get it done and over with. And then eventually, we got him off the stage, so this way other fans can go meet the chimp. So that was pretty funny. And then I'll show you. This is really nice. So what happened was there was professional photographer, like I said, was taking pictures. And then when you get out the line, they give you a Fandu Live Casino picture sleeve. And to my surprise, when you open it up, it was autographed by Kamaru Usman. And then they put your picture on the other side. Take a look. It was super nice. I still have on my Flyers shirt from the Flyers draft party. And this is the champ. That was super awesome. And then also, I had a picture printed out for him to sign. And you see how mean he looks in that picture? I was scared to meet him because I thought he was gonna punch me in the face and knock me out, like Mike Tyson always do. But that wasn't the case. He was a super nice guy. As you can see, smiling in my picture. And the reason I went to meet the UFC champ first and then go to the Phillies fireworks is because, you know, the champ's only there for a couple hours from 8 to 10 p.m. and I don't want to miss him. And when we got there, he just came back out. I think earlier on when I was at the Flyers draft party, there was a line and then it was done over with. So he went behind the backdrop to, you know, just to relax and rest a little bit. And when I got there, he just came back out. So that was perfect timing. And then I ran outside as soon as I got to the parking lot where I want to be for the fireworks, and the drone show started. And the weather was fair that day, so they actually did the drone show before the fireworks, and the drone show was awesome. It really was. I mean, it still amazes me. I don't know how they do it. You know, put like 100 drones up there in the sky and all lit up and have them, you know, like kind of set in different patterns, arranged in different patterns, and rearranged himself into another pattern. It's just something that is amazing. So check it out. Phillies used the drone to make up their street edition logo. You know, the circle one and the long flat one says Phillies. That was pretty amazing. And then they did some you know, like players in action with the drone show patterns, and yeah, that's all I can remember. And then the fireworks follows, and the fireworks once again, it was great. So you know, watch this. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, it's too long, it's like 15 minutes long, so just watch this short clip of the fireworks. I just think that's the greatest fireworks, and if you disagree with me, I don't know what to say, because I have not seen better fireworks than the Phillies fireworks. So it was a wonderful week with a lot of events, while the Sixers, the NBA draft, and the Flyers NHL draft was going on all in the same week, and the Phillies fireworks, and also it leads to the July 4th weekend. But then the July 4th is actually on a Thursday following that weekend. So now upcoming events. Of course, as you know, on July 4th, I got the tickets, and I'm going to the Wawa Welcome America concert, and the fireworks right in the front of the Philadelphia Art Museum, right here. The July 4th concert features Neo and Kesha. So that's on the back of the poster. That's all the events that leads to the July 4th concert. So on July 3rd, there's the military band and the fireworks at the Independence Hall. So the concert is going to be very, very exciting, and I'm really excited about the concert and a lot of events surrounding July 4th weekend. And also, just make a note of it. On Thursday, July 11th, the Thursday night Phillies post home game party at Sports and Social. They are having a special guest. It says special guest, right? And then when my friend Jody asked the person when we were meeting the Gary Matthews, who's the special guest, and they won't tell us. But this is what I'm thinking. If it's a player that has a name like Gary Matthews or Mel Thompson, they would just put the name on there, right? All the other players' name are on there. Like, you know, in the future Thursday nights, they will have Mickey Morandini, and the person who has a name, they put a name on there. So every time comes to the Phillies and it's a special guest, I just have a feeling it's going to be the Philly fanatic. I'm not sure, but I just have that feeling. So on the July 11th, we'll find out who the special guest is for the Phillies Thursday night post-game party. So that's all. That's pretty much all. And you know, I think the Sixers, with Paul George being there, I think is a good addition to the Sixers team. And hopefully Flyers, it seems like they got a pretty good first round draft pick, Jatlachenko, for the upcoming season. And also let's just hope Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber, hopefully they come back soon, returning soon from their injury. And you know, it's going to be a lot of events surrounding July 4th. Very exciting. So next week's show is going to be another exciting show. And then soon, the Philadelphia Eagles training camp is going to start. So there are just a lot going on. It's still early in July, and there are so many events and so much going on in the month of August. So, you know, summer's here, it's hot, and there's just lots of events and the parties and things going on. So happy July 4th, everyone. Go see the fireworks, have some fun, and go to a concert, go see the fireworks, and I'll see you guys next week. Let's go Phillies. Let's go Eagles.